Hey, can you hear me? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, you're supposed to be seeing something. There we go. All right. How's it going? My name is Eli. I'm the Deputy Director here at Ann Arbor District Library, and it is really great to see all of you and have you all here learning how to play our BUMMER game. The BUMMER game is a pretty amazing thing that we threw together very quickly based on our summer game, and we have a lot of players who play the summer game all the time, and they are very excited and they know how to do it very well. But for people who are coming to play the summer game for the first time and might be a little confused and overwhelmed about all of the things in the BUMMER game, we're going to walk you through it. So here's how it all works. I am logged in to an account that I created here called Eli the Patron. And let me move a window around so I can do this. Here we go. All right. So once you're logged in, there's a couple different ways to play the summer game. Okay, one thing that you can do is you can go to your My Account page. All right, so I click on my Account page. Down here on the left side, you see My Summer Game. Okay, so you can click on My Summer Game. That'll take you, and because I haven't already created a player, this lets me make a player. But there's also a way that we can do it where you just go to play.aadl.org, right? That's where you go if you want to play any of our games. When you go to play.aadl.org, you can see here your player page, My Players. You can see the announcement of the BUMMER game. You can see some badges down here at the bottom. You can see all kinds of stuff. So what we can do here is click on badges. We see all the badges that you can try to earn, but I don't have a player. So if I click on one of these, it'll take me to a badge page. You don't have a player on this account. Create one now is what it says. So I'm going to close this tab and I'm going to go to My Players and I'm going to make a summer game player so I can play the BUMMER game. And I'm going to call my player Eli the Patron as opposed to Eli Prime. My nickname, I'm going to put the same thing, Eli the Patron. Here's some privacy options that we set. You can control whether your nickname shows. You can control whether other people can see your scores. You can control the titles of books, movies, and music. That's more of a summer game feature. You don't have to check any of these. I'm going to go ahead and check all three of them. And I'm going to say that I'm an adult, so I'm not going to put an age group, and I'm going to click Sign Up. And now I have a player. This is my summer game player. He's also ready to play the BUMMER game. And you can see how you can click here to enter a game code. Shows me how many points I have, my shop balance if I have one, of which there isn't any, all that stuff. All right, so now let's earn a badge. So say I just go to play.aadl.org, and here we can see the announcement of the BUMMER game, and then each day badges are announced. So we're going to do the 3 badges that were done on the first day. Okay, so we're going to start with hot pink. So I'm going to click on the hot pink badge. Takes us here to the page. All right, and so let's look at the description of this badge. These days, lots of us are planting ourselves at home, so let's take a look around at what else is planted at home. Houseplants. People love houseplants when they add a pop or sometimes a crash, bang, kablam, thud of color. Green is a given, but what happens when indoor plant lovers want to add a pop of pink? They turn to the pink Congo. You can see that just since yesterday, almost 1,000 players have already earned this badge, so lots of people are having fun with this. So I keep scrolling down and I find my first clue. Clue. This partly pink plant has been a popular purchase with plant lovers for months. You'll find it posted all across Instagram. Spotting one in person is a whole nother story. The pink Congo is a type of philodendron, but its unique colors can make it costly. Even the smallest plants can sell for $50. Search for philodendron in the catalog and find your first code in a book about handmade plants. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to just come up here to the top of the page where I can search the catalog. And I'm going to type in philodendron. Okay? Now, one thing I'm going to do here, which will be very helpful, is I'm going to hold down, I'm going to open another tab and go back to this badge so that I have another copy of it open, because it'll be very easy to switch back and forth. So I opened another tab, I went back to play, and I'm going to go back to the badges. So now I'll have a window I'm working in, and then a window that will show me the progress on the badge. All right, so over here, I'm going to enter philodendron, and then I'm going to search. Okay, so here we get some search results. I'm going to click on the first one. You'll almost always find the code in the first few items. So I click on how to houseplant, and then I can look here. I don't see a code here. This is where it would be, right around here. So I'm going to go back a step, look at the next item, handmade houseplants, remarkably realistic plants. I'm going to click on this one. And, well, there's a code right there, Summer Game 2020, because these are Summer Game 2020 codes we're letting you do early. The code is I Feel Good, and we can see we found something for the hot pink badge. So what I can do here, rather than even typing it in, I just click on the code itself. It takes us straight to the code entry screen, and then I can click submit, and then I entered that code. Eli the patron redeemed code I feel good for 10 Summer Game 2020 points. You found a philodendron. Here I get my new clue. Believe it or not, the pink Congo is the cheap cousin of an even fancier philodendron, the pink princess. That's right. Back up, peasants. This plant's a princess. The pink princess came long before the pink Congo, and one palm-sized plant can cost over $100. Find a pink princess in the catalog. So I'm going to go right up here and search again for pink princess. Okay, the first item is Princess in Pink. I'm going to click on that. And I don't see a code here. So what I'm going to do is look at the hint. So I'm going to go to my tab where I have the badge open. Now, one thing I need to do is just refresh this tab because I already earned one code. So I just click refresh. And now I can see I have found 1 of 5 game codes. I'm 20% of the way through the badge. And here's the clues. Here's the second clue, the one I just unlocked. And now I can click for a hint. Oh, and the hint just says look for Pink Princess in the catalog. So I must be very close. So I'm going to go to my other tab, go back one step. Here's Pink Princess Rules the School. I bet that's it. So I'm going to click on it and see if the code's in there. There's the code, Princess Peachy. A very excellent code. So I'm going to click on the code. Takes me right to the code entry form. Click submit. And there we go. I just redeemed the second code for 20 Summer Game 2020 points. Unbelievable. You found it. What a rare sight. So now skipping through a little of the description, our next step is to search for variegation in the catalog. So I'm just even going to be even more lazy. I'm going to copy and paste what I'm supposed to be searching for. And then let's see. Oh, there's only one item here, so it's probably in here. The Weather Detective, just rediscovering nature's secret signs. And there it is. There's my third code. Results may variegate. So I'm going to click on the code to enter it again. And now I got the third code. Eli the Patron Redeem Code. Results may variegate for 30 Summer Game points. Some plants variegate, but not like this one. All right. So now, just skipping down, the next step is to look up plain green in the catalog. So I'm going to search for plain green. And all right, now we got a couple different things here. It's probably not in that drama, but let's try this color book and see if it's in there. There it is, blush green. So I'm going to click on that one. And it takes me right to the code entry form, submit the code, and now I just entered my fourth code. I'm going to switch over here to my other tab. And on my other tab, I can refresh and see my progress. See that I have gotten 4 of 5 codes so far. All right, so I've gotten 4 of 5. I'm just trying to find this last one. It says search for Buy Pink in the catalog. And so I'm going to come back over here to my other tab where I've been working. Search for Buy Pink. And let's see. Oh, the Pink Panther. I bet it is right in there. Classic cartoon collection. There it is. Pink gone in a blink. So I click on that one. I submit the code. Earned the Hot Pink Badge. Received 100 bonus Summer Game 2020 points for earning the Hot Pink Badge. And so it tells me that the very end of the code that I found everything. So now I can go back over here to my badge page, the other tab. I'll refresh it to see. And now it says player Eli the Patron progress, 100%, 5 of 5 game codes found. Now if I click over here, I can go back to the main play page. I can click on badges. And now what I can see is you see how this one is now lit up because I've earned that badge. These other ones I still have to work on. So let's work next on Won't You Meet My Neighbor. All right, so I'm going to click on that. That'll open a new tab for that one. Let's see. It's a beautiful day in your neighborhood. Beautiful day to be neighbors. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. So let's get to some introductions. 838 players have gotten this one. Let's see our first clue. The first clue we're going to meet is the one, the only Mr. Rogers. How could he not be the first on our list? So go ahead and look up neighborhood in the catalog. So I'm going to go back to my working tab over here and search for neighborhood. And let's see. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. There's a Blu-ray and a DVD. So I'm going to check the Blu-ray. It's not there because it would be right here. Let me check the DVD. And it's not there either because it would be right here. So maybe I need to look at the hint. So I'm going to come back over here to my tab where I was looking. I'm going to click for hint. Hint. Maybe Mr. Rogers' neighbor, Daniel Tiger, can teach us some little life lessons. Well, that's a pretty good hint. So I'm going to come back over here to my search results. And look at that. The third item is Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood Life's Little Lessons. So I bet that's where the code is. So I click on that and there it is. Perfect Neighbor. So I'm going to click on Perfect Neighbor, enter the code. There's my first code for that badge. All right, so let's skip to this next one. Why don't you look for Squidward's neighbor SpongeBob in the catalog? So I'm going to search for SpongeBob again. All right, first one, SpongeBob SquarePants, Sponge for Hire. I'm going to click on this one. And I don't see code there. Let's try the next one. SpongeBob Christmas Special, probably not. No, I don't see it there either. But maybe I want to look at the hint. Let's see. So I'm going to go back to the badge. I'm going to click refresh so it shows my progress. So it shows 1 of 4. And here we can see the second hint. It says find SpongeBob and maybe play some hide and seek. So we can see the fourth item down here is hide and seek. So that must be where the code is. So I clicked on this and it says not so perfect neighbor. So I'm going to click on this one, not so perfect neighbor. There we go. There's my second code. All right. Look up green garden for your next code. So now I'm going to do exactly that. Green garden. See what we find here. My busy green garden, green smoothie garden, fix your garden. I'm not sure which of these things it might be. Let's try the first one. My busy green. Oh, there it is. The garden next door. Won't you meet my neighbor badge? Click on that. Submit to enter the code. And there we go. All right. We got our third code. And now we're looking at Kimmy from Full House. So I'm supposed to look up Fuller House in the catalog. So I'm going to search for Fuller House. And here we have the complete first season on Blu-ray, because of course, or it's DVD actually, because of course we have the complete first season. And there it is, In-House Neighbor. So there's our next code. Click Submit. And there we go. We earned the Won't You Meet My Neighbor badge. All right, so I got 100 bonus points for earning that badge. It's an in-house neighbor. All right, so now what we can do, we can go to our badge page and we'll see we've earned both of these. So now we're going to do a harder badge just to show you how some of those work. And this is called Keep Your Hands Off Future Boy. This is a badge that I made. So I'm going to click on that badge. We bring that up. Here's the details for this badge. And this one's a little bit different. So let's see. It says, well, you won't need to actually watch any videos to complete this badge. You can watch this show for free on Crunchyroll. All right, so here's our first clue. For your first game code, you need to figure out what Aizoken means. There's several different translations out there. The correct code is 3 words, 17 letters, no spaces. Wow. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the hint because that might be helpful. Try Googling what does Aizoken mean, and you'll get a box right at the top of the results with the right answer. All right, let's see if that happens. So I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to Google what does Aizoken mean? And hit enter. And there we go, Video Research Club. That looks like about the right amount of letters. So I'm going to copy it. You know, it takes the spaces out automatically, so you don't actually need to worry about the spaces. And right up here at the top of the badge page is also a code form. So when you don't have codes you can click on, you can enter it right at the top of the badge page, or you can go to your player page and there's an opportunity to enter it there too. So, enter Video Research Club. I don't need to worry about the spaces. See what happens. Submit. There we go. Eli the Patron redeemed code Video Research Code for 10 Summer Game points. All right. What's my next clue? Find the Keep Your Hands Off Aizoken open on YouTube. Your next code is the name of the title song. All right. So I'm going to pause my music here. And the music that we've actually been listening to is the one and only Zelda and Chill, which is a fantastic album. You can listen to the whole thing free. I encourage you to seek out Zelda and Chill. I'll mention that again at the end of the broadcast. All right, but we're going to pause my Zelda and Chill because we're going to watch the opening now of Aizoken. So I'm supposed to find the Keep Your Hands Off Aizoken opening on YouTube. So I'm going to actually go to YouTube. Whoops. YouTube.com. And I'm going to search for Keep Your Hands Off Aizoken opening. We'll see what we come up with here. All right. So, Keep Your Hands Off Aizoken opening. Let's see what we find. All right, there you go. Keep Your Hands Off Aizoken opening. Easy breezy. Well, let's watch it for just a moment. See how this works. All right, so you get the idea. Looks like Easy Breezy is the name of the song. So I'm going to go back to the badge page where I was working on. Looks like I'm here on the player page, so I'm going to click badges and go back to the badge page. There we go, so I can enter that. And looks like the name of that song is Easy Breezy. So I'm going to enter that code. There we go. All right. So, let's see. This opening has become a meme of its own. Someone certainly noticed the trio's hint of a SpongeBob, Squidward, Patrick dynamic. See if you can find the SpongeBob SquarePants opening, only it's Keep Your Hands Off Isaac on YouTube. All right, well, we still got our YouTube tab open over here. So we're going to search for, let's try Isaacan opening SpongeBob. See what we get there. The SpongeBob SquarePants opening, but it's actually Keep Your Hands Off Isaacan. Looks perfect. Let's see how that works. Oh, man. Too much. Too good. All right, well, that's clearly what we're looking for. So what is the question? What's the code I'm looking for here? The code I'm looking for is the name of the YouTuber who posted this masterpiece. So let's see, what is that? Looks like it's The Ultimate Troopers. So I'm just gonna, let's see if it'll let me copy and paste. Not exactly. So I will just come over here and I say, I have a game code, and I will enter the code The Ultimate Troopers. Okay, and enter that code. There we go, that was it. All right, so let's see what our third one is. There's a bunch of information here you can read when you play through this. Let's see, your next code is, oh, whoa. All right, while she doesn't mention it by name, the first episode flashback, you can clearly see that Asakusa's fondest memories are of watching a particular real show from 1978. Seen Nausicaa or Laputa, you may recognize a lot from the show and its legendary director. Your code is the name of the 1978 series. All right, so let's assume that I didn't know who was the director of Nausicaa or Laputa. So I'm just going to Google that. Nausicaa director Laputa. Let's hit enter. All right. Let's see. Directors. Oh, well, it's one of these guys. I'll bet it is Miyazaki, right? That's probably the right thing. Directors, Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. Also, oh, I see. That's who worked on it together. So I think Miyazaki is the answer. So let's try searching for Miyazaki 1978 series. Future Boy Conan. That's the series that we're looking for. So I'm going to go back to my badge page or back to my player page. I can enter a game code, enter the name of the show, Future Boy Conan. All right, and that was it. Okay, so here's the good news. Not only can you watch Isaacan free on Crunchyroll, but you can watch the entire episode of Future Boy Conan. Your next code is the name of the YouTuber who posted this treasure for us all to see. So I need to search YouTube again for this one. So I'm going to go back to YouTube. And here on YouTube, I'm going to search for Future Boy Conan. And we'll see what we can come up with. Future Boy Conan. Whoops. Future Boppy Conan. Oh, it still works. All right. Let's see if we got that there. I'm going to put my Zelda and Chill back on. Oh. We don't need to actually watch Future Boy Conan. Stop. Okay. So, looks like we're looking again for the name of the YouTuber, right? The name of the YouTuber who posted this treasure. So, if we look over here, no thanks, no thank you, YouTube. Radical Moose looks like my answer. So, I'm going to go back to my player page where I can enter another game code. Say, Radical Moose. You can see I practiced this before. There we go. Earned the Keep Your Hands Off Future Boy badge. Received 100 bonus summer game points. All right. So that's it. I got it. So now what I can do is I go to my badge page. I can see here the 3 badges I got, but there's other ones that I haven't gotten yet, and I can work on those later. Now, if I want to know how I'm doing, I can click on the leaderboard, look for my place on the leaderboard. The leaderboard is updated every day, so we can see here all the players who have played already, and if we go all the way down to the bottom, we'll see we have 844 people played yesterday. And there's a big tie up at the top because everybody who's gotten all the badges that have come out so far would have 700 points. So that's how that goes. So the other thing that you can do is that once the summer game shop will open in July, you'll be able to spend these points. But that'll be more to know later. And in the meantime, you'll have 3 new badges every day. Just go straight to play.aadl.org and you can see that day's badges right up here at the top. Every day, 3 new badges for you to work on. You can solve the puzzles. Many of them will introduce you to things that you didn't know about, things that you hadn't seen before. A lot of them will have videos that you can work on and watch a lot of videos. So while you're holed up at home, you'll have plenty of stuff to do. So that's kind of how to play the summer game in a nutshell. Once you figure out where things go, it's actually pretty easy. And it's just about having a tab on your badge open so you can see your progress, see the hints, and having a place where you can enter codes, which is either the player page, right over here, My Players, or at the top of any badge page. You have that I have a game code button, or whenever you find a game code in the catalog, you can just click on it. All right, so once again, The music that we've been listening to today has been Zelda and Chill, which is a tape by Michael, and you can check that out. You can listen to that whole thing free. It is just wonderful, very lovable, and that's about it for how to play the Bummer game. I hope that this was helpful, that you can now feel empowered and ready to play the Bummer game every day. Keep yourself busy, keep your kids busy, and keep tuning into AADL.tv for all kinds of programs. We generally have at least 3 programs every weekday throughout this closure. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 7 p.m., I'm going to be doing Quiplash with my family. So tune in for that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. only here on AADL TV. Thank you all very much for your time. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for playing. Stay safe, and thanks for using your library.